Salutations, Illumineers, and welcome back to the Lorcana Rundown. I'm Silver.
I'm Andrew.
And today we have some really exciting news for you. So, Set 2 has been officially announced by Ravensburger, and it is Rise of the Floodborne.
Ooh.
So, as you're probably aware by this point, there are three types of Glimmers. There are Dreamborn, Storyborn, and Floodborn. Dreamborn and Storyborn, they seem pretty self-explanatory, but Floodborn's been sort of a question mark. And we finally got a little bit of information just with this announcement of what a Floodborn actually is. So, and I'm going to have to read this because I want to make sure I get the details right for all of you lore hounds.
Yes.
So the lore of the Floodborn is that all of the inks were mixed together in the inkwell, and it caused a chaotic surge that flooded the Great Illuminary. So any Storyborn or Dreamborn Glimmers that are exposed to this chaotic ink are transformed and warped, so they're sort of off of their original color identity. So that's how we get Rockstar Stitch. That's how we got King of Olympus Hades.
Yeah.
And we've seen some really, really awesome new Floodborn characters just spoiled in this announcement. So one thing to look out for, a lot of shift mechanics. That seems to be a big part of Floodborn characters. I mentioned Hades, I mentioned Stitch. We've already seen a Shift Bell preview.
That looks really good. I'm really excited about that one. The art is great and the ability is nasty.
So Floodborn Bell is an uninkable 5-cost Emerald card. Emerald Bell, I know. She is an archer, which is really cool. It's really neat, like Robin Hood style art.
Mm-hmm.
Her effect is whenever she's challenged, your opponent has to discard every card in their hand.
Yep.
Every card. So if you think Flynn Rider's a problem, fam, you're in for a bad day with Belle.
And I think she quests for 2 or 3.
She quests for 3.
Yeah.
So she's right up there with Cusco, who's at the same uninkable cost. But Belle has shift. So she has, I think her cost is shift 3.
Yes.
And if you're running a Sapphire deck, which right now is your only option for other Bell cards as shift targets,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to have Ink Ramp. So turn 2, turn 3, hi, here's I don't even remember her stat line, but 3 lore quester, and you'll have to discard your hand if you challenge her.
Oh, yeah.
She's mean, and I am looking forward to it. I am here for it.
Same.
Another interesting cross I thought was the Sapphire Gaston. So you're familiar with Gaston in red. He's a big challenger. He beats a lot. Sapphire Gaston lets you, develop your brain?
Yes.
His effect is basically develop your brain on a stick. So whenever he quests, you get to look at the top and then shuffle your cards around.
So there's new IPs I know that are coming to this set, correct?
Yeah. So one of the big ones that a lot of people are excited about is Winnie the Pooh. We did see in the spoilers that came along with the announcement, Pooh Honey Wizard.
Oh.
So he's sitting on this jar of honey, and he's got purple robes, sort of reminiscent of Sorcerer Mickey. It's hilarious.
Do they have a spoiler? I mean, there's a spoiler of it, correct?
There's a spoiler of it, yeah, and we're gonna try to get some links to that up in the description. But it's hilarious. He's featured on one of the playmats.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I kind of want a Winnie the Pooh Honey Wizard playmat now, not gonna lie. But on top of Winnie the Pooh, we've also got Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which is well timed given that there's a live action Snow White coming up. We've got Pinocchio.
Oh.
So I'm really hoping to see a song playing on When You Wish Upon a Star. Maybe we'll see our first tutor.
Maybe. That'd be cool.
That could be cool. Zootopia, The Great Mouse Detective, favorite of mine from when I was little.
Yep.
The Jungle Book.
Nice.
Raya and the Last Dragon, which everybody's been excited for ever since that French leak came out about the sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
Because one of the sleeve designs features Sisu, the dragon from Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah.
And I saw those sleeves. They're so pretty.
Oh, that's nice.
Have I made you watch Raya?
Yes. Yes, I've seen that one.
Love the art in that one. But we're told it's going to be 200 new cards.
200 new cards? Okay, that's not bad.
200 new cards.
That's
or
not
at
bad.
least 200 cards with new art.
Yeah.
That's a loophole. That doesn't necessarily mean we're getting 200 all new cards. We could get reprints with alternate art.
It's true.
It's unlikely a set 2 is going to have reprints in it, but you never know.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past them, honestly, especially with how set 1 released. I mean, hopefully we're going to have more set 1 come out, and hopefully they're prepared for set 2.
Well, we did find out that set 1 is going to get a full reprint in Q1 of next year.
Oh, okay, that's good.
So first 3 months of next year, we're going to see a reprint of set 1 with a full, re-release.
Very nice.
Did you want to talk about the resist keyword?
You can go ahead and do that. What was the resist keyword again?
So resist is a flat damage reduction.
Oh,
so
that's
it's resist
right.
X,
Yeah.
where if your character has, resist 2 on it, like the Steel Cinderella that was previewed.
Yes.
It reduces all damage done to that character by a set number. What's interesting is that it's not effectively additional toughness. So I'm wondering if we're going to see interactions where toughness matters.
Yeah, probably.
A board wipe where you banish all characters toughness 3 or less, or something like that.
Yeah, we could see that. I mean, that would be really interesting to see. I'm also interested to see if we're going to see resist with bodyguard, because that could be really.
That could be mean.
That could be very mean.
That could be mean.
Like you have a bodyguard out there with resist and bodyguard, so you're just having to have your opponent go against a steel wall.
Can you imagine? Imagine for a moment. Ward, resist, bodyguard, all on one character.
It could happen. It could happen. But no, resist seems really cool. I'm definitely excited to see that, and it wouldn't surprise me if they put bodyguard with resist out there on the card.
It would make sense. I wonder also if we're going to see something along the lines of support.
Yeah.
Where activating one character can give another character resist.
Oh yeah, so like a support but with toughness.
Yes, essentially,
Okay.
but it wouldn't be increased toughness. It would just be a minus damage done.
Sure.
The main reason I keep coming back to this toughness matters idea
Yeah.
is because we already have cards that care about the power of your characters.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not too far a leap for them to just go, okay, now toughness matters too.
Yeah.
I think anyway. But then I like toughness decks in Magic. So
You do. It would be interesting to see what I don't know if they'll jump that leap in set 2, just because this is a new game. Everything is still early, but it would be cool to see something about, okay, well, toughness matters. Maybe characters will challenge with their toughness versus their power, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah. The other big thing for you collectors out there is that with set 2 is coming a Disney 100 exclusive collector's box set. So it features 6 foil full art treatments of cards from set 1 and 2. You've got 3 from set 1, 3 from set 2. And the art on these cards was done by Disney animators. So you'll see them actually in the style of some of the concept art from the movies. Like it was taken right from the movie itself. It's really neat. I know one of the cards in there is Maui Demigod, the steel Maui.
That's awesome.
It is so good looking. It's like when he's got the boat up over his head.
Okay.
Trying to think. The only other one I remember off the top of my head is there's a new Elsa coming in set 2 called Elsa Gloves Off.
Mm.
She's I think she's 3 lore with 4. No, she's 2 lore, 4 cost, inkable. I don't remember her stat line. She's not really anything that stands out to me. She's got Challenger, but I do remember she's one of the included cards because her art is lovely. But what else do you expect from an Elsa card?
That's another thing I was thinking about, because I forgot, with Challenger increasing power, we could see a mechanic where toughness goes up. Maybe it starts out as like a 2-1 and then it has like a toughness increase of +3 when it's challenged.
Yeah. I know 2 points doesn't necessarily make a complete... Yes, 2 points make a line, but it doesn't make it so that it's guaranteed that in set 3 we'll see another new mechanic added. But I could easily see that coming in as a keyword in set 3.
Oh, for sure.
Or something similar to that.
For sure.
But with the Disney 100 gift set, it's going to be dropping with regular retail release, so it's not going to be something that gets the LGS first treatment, which LGS release is November 17th. Mark that day on your calendars. Remember to make some friends at your LGS. Do not, please, friends, do not call your LGS every day the week before asking if you can pre-order. The answer is probably never going to change. Keep an eye on their social media. Ask once, maybe. But be a little considerate of your LGS employees.
Very, very considerate.
They're here to help us. We're here to help them. So keep that in mind. Retail release is December 1st for Rise of the Floodborne, which is when you'll be able to get the D100 or the Disney 100 collector box.
Yep.
And hopefully this time around, Ravensburger will have learned their lesson.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And they'll have some extra supply available.
We can only hope. Hopefully.
We can hope.
I mean, this is a company that was mainly doing puzzles.
Yeah.
And now are doing a card game, so there's going to be some growing pains. Some people understand that. I'm one of those people that understand it. Then there are some that do not, that think, they should have been a bit more prepared. And, well, it is what it is.
They do have a card called Be Prepared.
Good. That was good. That was a good one.
So the other news is that briefly, last week, the official tournament rules were available on Ravensburger's website. I say briefly because when I went to check it today, it's error 404 again. It's not there. The tournament rules have been eaten by the internet. I'm assuming that this is deliberate on the part of Ravensburger just because it wasn't something that they had posted on the Lorcana website.
Yeah.
It was sort of buried in the ruins of the actual Ravensburger site. But they do now have a section on their organized play actual section of the website that has coming soon links that don't have any content yet.
Gotcha.
So we should hopefully within the next couple weeks have full official tournament rules, community guidelines, things like that. I'm also holding out hope that by the time set 2 rolls around, we'll have some information on how to become an official Lorcana judge.
That'd be nice.
It would
be nice to know.
Because I really wonder how they're handling the official judge calls at these PPG events they've been doing.
Yeah.
Because PPG is advertising this as the Lorcana Pro Tour, but we don't have an official judge program yet. So I'm wondering how they're actually handling things like rulings and deck lists and stuff when there haven't even been official deck list rules released by Ravensburger yet.
Yeah, that's got to be a mess, honestly. I mean, it sounds like it could be a mess, personally, especially since there's no official judge program out there yet. Not that we know of. They could have maybe done some testing beforehand,
I feel like with how engaged the content creator community is for Lorcana, things would have gotten out by now.
Sure.
Like, as soon as that leak came out on the French retailer website, it was all over Lorcana Twitter. It was on, all of the major Lorcana Discord servers, and companies sites like IGN and Gizmodo and everything, they've started picking up on all of the hype that goes through Lorcana social media. So, you'll see that 3, 4, 5 times on your Google News feed if you've Googled it once or twice. Thank you for the Google algorithms, I guess. But you'll just keep seeing it and keep seeing it and keep seeing it. So I think by now, if there were a secret judge program,
A secret society.
a super secret society, there's a special knock. I think we'd know by now.
Sure. Yeah, probably, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully they'll release stuff soon, though, especially hopefully by set 2, or maybe it'd be nicer if it'd be before set 2.
I'm really, next year we're supposed to get our competitive play.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking it's going to be after set 2's release, just so that there's a more dynamic card pool.
Mm-hmm.
Which, oh my god, with some of these Floodborne characters, I can't wait to see how that shakes up the meta.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
That's going to be so cool, because right now you don't really see people running combos like blue-green or red-blue.
Well, yeah, that's what set 2's going to do. I
Yeah.
think set 2's going to fix that. It's going to make it more diverse.
Oh, what is this? I forgot to write this down. The starter decks. There are going to be 2 new starter decks along with Rise of the Floodborn. One is, was it Amber?
I think it was Amethyst Steel, wasn't it?
One's Amber Ruby, I think, and the other's Amethyst Steel. I don't know. I'll put it in the description because I can't remember. This is why I write things down.
This is why we have notes.
This is why we have notes in an outline. If anybody saw episode 1, this is definitely why I have notes in an outline.
Yes.
But that's actually all I wanted to cover today. Is there anything you wanted to bring up?
I'm excited for set 2, honestly. I'm ready for it to go. I'm ready to see what crazy stuff I can do and how to really see how I can upgrade the decks I've been playing with on Pixelboard.
All right, so thank you for tuning in to the Lorcana Rundown. I'm Silver.
I'm Andrew.
And we will see you in our next video. Have a good one.